It's humility. Humility. And I remember, I'll never forget hearing, and I think this entertainment stuff is important because it influences our men, it influences our people. We got people that really believe that you're supposed to be arrogant in order to be attractive and arrogant in order to be important, right? And arrogance is such a toxic emotion. Nobody wants to be in a room with an arrogant person, except for people with low self-esteem who want to sit back and worship you, and that's a problem too, right? And I remember hearing a guy say, he said, "Who wants to be humble? Don't let anybody tell you to be humble. Being humble is stupid, blah blah." And I'm like, "What's wrong with being humble? I can't be powerful and humble at the same time. I can't celebrate you, like, before I celebrate myself. If I'm really that great, then the world will celebrate me. If my work is really good, then the work will show for itself. I'm gonna get my flowers. Just last night, my goal was like I walked up in there and yeah, I get my props. People know who I am, whatever. But I was like, no, this is Alicia's night. She's the star. Not my wife. Look at my wife. Look at what she's doing. This is good. Look at this amazing. Hercules, 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 right? That's the goal, right? And because if you elevate other people and you exalt them, then it's going to be reciprocal. At some point, you're going to get your flowers too. Why can't we all have flowers? Right? But you know this. You've seen this before. How many of you have seen this where you might even have a marriage where one spouse is jealous of the other spouse's success? And that jealousy, when it gets real toxic, it can turn into, I've seen it turn into homicide. I strongly believe Robin Simpson, who was a member of this community, who got murdered by her husband, stabbed 100 times in front of her daughter Essence. It's in Houston. Look it up, please. She was a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I'm waiting for the black community to really look into this situation. For some reason, because she wasn't killed by a white police officer, no, a lot of people don't care. But Robin Simpson, stabbed by her husband 100 times in front of their daughter. I really believe this man was jealous of her because he was a loser and she was winning. I knew another woman who was a professor down at, I think, Florida, FAMU or something. Had a husband, was jealous of her. He ended up killing her. And their two babies, 2 and 4 years old, were downstairs at the time. He killed her and then killed himself. Such a coward, just pathetic, sad, right? So that internal competition, just there's no benefit there. There's no win. I've seen women jealous of each other. I've seen men jealous of each other. You can't do that you know but anyway, with that being said, I'm done. Thank you for listening to that. I appreciate that, but it really goes back to something I just really, and I wrote about this a lot in my book. It's called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. That really culture is really what breeds economics, and the culture has to be a healthy culture. And this is why the healing is so important. So last night when Tiana Von Johnson and my wife were speaking at the Real Table Talk event, um, she kept talking about healing and doing the work and things like that. And I said, yeah, I said, if everybody committed to healing, the community will be much, much better. Like healing will do everything for you. I encourage you, heal, 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 fix yourself. Some of the things you went through, you didn't deserve to go through, and they may have created unhealthy coping mechanisms or issues that create a lack of trust. And one thing you'll learn if you don't understand economics is that economic systems can't grow when people don't trust each other. I don't know if y'all know that, but if everybody's afraid of being traumatized by everyone else in their ecosystem, when you're afraid of your own teammates, when black men are afraid of black women and black women are afraid of black men and black men are afraid of each other and black women can't are competing with each other, you can't grow an economic ecosystem because economic ecosystems are built on reciprocity. They're built on trust. When a bank loans money to a customer, it's because they trust the customer. When customers spend money at a corporation, they trust that the company's going to deliver the product. They trust they're not going to get ripped off. When investors put money into the stock market, they have to trust that nothing bad is going to happen, that the company's not going to run off with their investment. Do you understand?